What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni and welcome to the triple damage ballista with overdrive and the drone intensified damage that makes the ballista with the powerman skill recharging much faster and all that. We reach more than 300% damage altogether, and this is a setup we're using even the legendary pilot on the tier that makes him faster after using it. So let's have some fun. Right after spawning, PAM! Look at that guy! He just spawned his robot, he walks 2 steps and is super motivated to have a good match. And I'm like, bots! There you go, man! And I immediately hit him really hard. So yeah, that's the ballista for you. And one thing you're gonna probably be surprised to see is, I was surprised to see it, how fast the ballista recharges, okay? Right now, we're not necessarily on a sniper map, but you don't really have to be on a sniper map because look how fast this thing recharges. You can literally go walk around and almost play it as a little brawler. Now, you don't want to have a Havoc, a scatter brawler in front of you. A shell robot is also something you really don't want to have in front of you, but regular brawlers, like things like, Cryos Rhymes, or things like Punishers, or maybe even Atomizers to a certain degree, can be in front of you and you can outperform them because you only need 0.1 second to deal all your damage. And they need longer time with their brawlers, right? And every time I jump, as you see in the top left, there's the 5 icon and the blue thing. 5 times damage boosts, that's the drone intensified damage with the microchips on the drone. And then we have, of course, overdrive, which right now is not yet active. Here comes an Ouchun, and I somehow missed him as he was gaining altitude. But with the energy shield of the Typhon, I don't really have to be afraid of this guy. I can literally just walk towards him and basically face brawl with a sniper setup. Because the recharge is so fast on this weapon that even if after firing and you think, okay, I didn't do that much damage with this shot, doesn't matter. 5 seconds later, you're fully charged again. Look, I just hit this guy down to last stand. Last stand is over. Pam, finish. Dude, the recharge is really fast on these ballistas now, and the powerman skill of pilot skill makes it twice as fast. Here we go, double damage, bam, down to last stand, and he's like, okay, you know what? I give up. And he's not even walking around anymore. He's like, I give up. That's it. That ballista thing is just outperforming me. Yeah, 4 medium weapons have always been powerful. And sniping, you know, I've used to do this with a Leech robot. I used to do that with a Spectre. So now we're doing it with the Typhon robot, which is even more interesting since you can deactivate enemy abilities with your ability charge, right? And look, this guy's like, okay, I have a nice Viper setup, also quite a brawly thing. He doesn't stand the slightest chance, man. I have him down to last stand before he can even break my energy shield. So, yeah, is the ballista any good? I think the answer is clearly yes. I believe, and this is something that we may have to test, I believe the ballista actually has more DPM, damage per minute, than the Weber has. You remember the Weber is the 800 meter range cannons that bypass resistance, also a very new weapon. And the ballista has recently received a buff in the game, and that gave it, I think, 10% more damage, but the Weber did too. And so they should be tied again in terms of how much powerful they have. But let's wait for his resistance to go, and PAM! But the recharge is what makes the difference here. Weber recharges slower, much slower its damage than the ballista does, right? Although it does more damage per hit, in terms of pure DPM, I think the ballista, due to the high recharge rate, is actually more powerful. The only thing you have to keep in mind, and this is probably the reason why I personally prefer ballista, prefer Weber and Gauss, and what's the other one called, the small one? Volt, Weber, and Gauss. I prefer those over ballista for one reason. It's that they bypass resistance, and that is just so important, right? There are so many Titans. Every player has a Titan. So many players have leeches, have Fenrirs, have Scorpions, or Falcons. Dude, there are so many robots in the game that have resistance, and that you need to be breaking their resistance, right? So if you fire at a Titan, a well-leveled Titan with the ballista, and we're gonna do this in this video here, you'll see we're doing very little damage. Right now, this is triple damage. Look, triple damage. That was a triple damage hit. Overdrive is running, drone intensified damage is running, more than 300% damage altogether. And that's this little bit of damage. Of course, recharging very fast, much faster than the Weber would recharge, but the Weber would ignore his resistance, and the Ballista cannot. And this is where the difference kicks in, and this is why I personally prefer the Weber, Volt, and Gauss. So yeah, let's just keep destroying that Titan here and annoy the living hell out of him. He's got 600 meters range, and I have 1,100 meters, and that is a very strong argument for the Ballista. You've seen in the intro, we're gonna go on to Canyon. We're gonna go on a real sniper map, and we're gonna snipe the crap out of the enemy. Sorry for saying it so bluntly, but that's not cursing, right? That's not cursing. Is that cursing? Tell me if that's cursing what I've just done. If so, then I have to pay someone for the swear jar. But I think that isn't, in my book, that's not cursing, that's just, you know, funny language. I don't know. So we have 2 Scorpions on me, which is good. That means I can get my overdrive to activate. Look, he's helping me to get my overdrive running, and it won't be long before it's active. Now, this is a real sniper map. Now, we can hit people at up to 1,100 meters range, and that is obviously the real strength of the Ballista, right? When, for example, Volt, Weber, and Gauss shoot you at 800 meters, you can stay at 900 or more and shoot them when they can't hit you. And that is very special. Something offering this much firepower at this much range is very special. Yamantau is not a thing in the game right now, in my opinion, thankfully. But I know there's a lot of you guys who love Yamantau. I don't know why, but some of you do, apparently. Yeah, so if there was Yamantau, and I guess they're gonna bring it back. I think they're just on the process of remastering it still. So Overdrive is now finally active for good. And yeah, so if there's Yamantau, you'll be firing from up the highest structure, the building, on one side of the team spawns, and you're standing up there and you're sniping at 1,100 meters range with maximum precision and maximum firepower. And that is very, very incredible. The fact that you do not lose any DPM from firing at range. Look at that guy. Bye! Whoa! Now, this guy over the distance here, what do we have there? It's there's a Leechy boy. And why do I even fire this charge? Every Leech always manages to activate their frickin' resistance before I have to hit them with the charge. But, boom! Triple damage. Look, the Weber would have killed him now, because it does more damage per hit, but the Weber would not have been able to be fully charged 4 seconds later and hit this guy at 930 meters range, right? So this is where pros and cons kick in. It has a higher one-hit kill potential and it bypasses resistance, but you can't hit more than 800 meters and you take much longer to recharge your fully charged ammo. But also for Weber, there's a Power Man skill. Look, I hit this guy at 900 meters right there. Let's go and one-tap this Auchun. BAM! Triple damage, double kill. That's right. Alright guys, by the way, if you liked the video and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, why haven't you done that yet? Then consider subscribing now and hitting that notification bell. I would love to have you guys on board for and notified for the upcoming videos. Look at his health. That was one hit of the Ballista. Now he comes out of phase shift and I'm already fully recharged and bam, he's gone. This is a sniper setup that goes up to 1,100 meters far, and I can literally two-hit kill a dude that's standing right next to me. Look, this guy is at almost max range. He's on the absolute other side of the map. Like, it doesn't go any much further than this, and I hit him with this much damage at range. And that's an invader, I think. Something with a lot of fire HP. Very tanky thing. Boom! Jesus, this guy just spawned in and his last stat is already gone. And then PAM! Godlike! Wow, man, this is where this weapon shines. Springfield Canyon, Yamantau, and you're gonna be good. You're gonna be excellent with this weapon. It's gonna be maybe even better than Volt, Gauss, and Weber. Bam, bam. Ooh. By the way, guys, you know I have a second YouTube channel, do you? Right? It's this one right here. It's called Good Mood Gaming. And I do a lot of things. You see some examples. Last of Us 1 and 2, Soma, Alien Isolation, Demon's Souls, and yeah, other things as well. Resident Evil. I have already two full playthroughs of Resident Evil on the PS5. And yeah, there's gonna be a Resident Evil 3 is the next one I do. So guys, if you want to help me out big time with that second channel, I'm putting in a little funny intro sequence here for you right here.
Stay out of here!
God's sakes, my God! Whoa! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Whoa! Ouch. There she's coming. Yeah, and if you like this type of content, guys, then yeah, check out the other channel, Good Mood Gaming, and see if you yeah, if you're up for some creepy, crawly, jump scare gameplay, and yeah, with me. Alright, so, Pam, snipe, down to last stand almost, and phew! That was not a hit somehow, the game didn't count this one. Huh. Beep beep, bop 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 ba ba da bop. Alright, let's see if we, you know, we have been sniping with this setup throughout the entire map. I've stopped the video here for a sec. I say video because I cut this into a video before. I'm making, you know, montages of the best moments, and then I do commentary later over it. That's why my hands are free. And let's see how much damage we have done. We have sniped the entire match. We haven't played a Titan. We haven't played a Meta Shell or a Scorpion. We only used this one sniper. Let's see what we've done, okay? We did 2.2 million damage, and we outperformed every other player on the battlefield, no matter if they used Titans or whatever meta things they were running. So, yeah, definitely the way to go if you want to have some fun on a sniper map. Let's go on to Canyon. There's a Sniper Jäger in the enemy team, but he can't really do much against me because I have an energy shield that constantly recharges. His energy shield, on the other hand, is a shield that only recharges when he goes into the slow mode. Is it, or is it always... How does it recharge? Am I confusing something right now? I think... I'm not sure. But anyways, his shield is not always up. That's one thing I know. Let's jump up here. Very carefully. Bam! And doing some sweet damage. From up here, this is a very nice sniper spot, in case you didn't know that. These huge defense turrets here with their huge rocket launchers. I wish I could just open a console and just, you know, control this rocket launcher, sending some heavy nukes onto the other side, man. But from here, you can defend and attack the entire map. You can help your team attack the enemy base. You can defend your team to help and defend your base. You can attack the bridge, upper and under level of the bridge. You can even shoot over the bridge part of the other side, not bridge, this part. You can shoot into the enemy base here. You can literally cover every beacon on the battlefield except the one to our right. This one to our right from our team. In order to attack this one, you have to jump like I do right now. Then you can attack and help even there. But other than that, from this spot here, and the other side has the same position. The other side has the exact same position on the rocket launcher turret. And you can actually attack and help and defend the entire map from there. It's an absolutely awesome spot for every weapon that has 600 meters range or more. I just jumped up here and then I fell down like a moron. Oh man, yeah, that sucked. But look, this guy under the bridge, boop, there he goes. Even from here, this is also a good position, but on the bridge is better. Yeah, that wasn't really a good hit. Tiang! Got him suppressed and locked, I think, or maybe, I don't know. No, he's walking around. Somehow the game didn't consider that a hit. Alright, man, but I'm just finishing the job from here. Bam! Alright, so. Boom. I wanted to jump on the turret. Look, I was here, and I wanted to jump back on my favorite position, and I thought the turret was here. I had absolutely no idea where the turret is. I thought it was here. Look, it's actually here. I was so wrong with my jump. I was like, what? How could I be that wrong? Yeah, okay, that was a complete failure. Now I've jumped past it. So I got this guy locked and suppressed. My overdrive isn't running, unfortunately, but bam! Doing some nice damage to the dude here. And I want my overdrive to activate now. This is why I'm staying in range of him. See that? I'm staying so that he can often hit me in between with his weapons. And therefore, I will eventually have my overdrive running. Bam! Down to last stand the dude. I'm walking around the corner. And after his last stand is gone, I'm jumping. Bam! Rampage! Yeah. That's how we do it in the Manni town, dudes. You know that. Okay, pop, 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 pop. Oh man, sniping at that range is awesome. He's like, oi, where's it taking me so much damage from? Where is it coming? Boom. Back onto my favorite spot. Here we go. And see, I can even hit into the enemy base across this narrow bridge part and hit them really hard from there. Ah, okay, he was just doing that, but I hit him afterwards, so that wasn't too bad. Here we come, this guy. When they cross over the bridge, I can hit them very early on. And if my team was to attack their base beacon over there, I can even hit them there. See, I just hit him here. So he's taking a lot of damage. Uh-ohs. Oh no, a Scorpion is coming. Scorpion is always bad when you're playing a sniper. But in this case, I have my ability ready. Can I hit him? Yep, I was able to. Nice. And then triple damage. That was a triple damage hit because look, overdrive is now running. I jumped for the damage drone and boom! Look at that damage. He lost like 60% health in one hit. And now we're still here and overdrive is running, so we're gonna have some fun from now on. I'm just gonna snipe the Titans now. That's, I guess, what I'm gonna do, because the only thing they have is now Titans, apparently. And they have the Jäger robot. Boom, triple damage, and it still looks like a little bit. This is where the Weber, Volt, and Gauss would do way better. Prost. I always get asked, what are you drinking, man? It's Pepsi Max, for those who want to know. People always ask. I don't know why, but it's important to some people. So yeah, bam! There we go. Nice hit. But I'm not sponsored by Pepsi yet. Maybe I should let them have me sponsored. So here we go. 800 meters. Look, he can't hit me. I'm too far away, and I'm doing massive damage to the enemy Jäger robot here with his Gauss and center cannon. I think his center cannon actually also has 1,100 meters range, but the Gauss only has 800. And bam! That was not much damage, really. It's the resistance. It's the freaking resistance on those Titans. You just can't really deal a good amount of damage to them. Bam! That was a triple damage hit. Felt like I wasn't even hitting him at all. That guy took a good amount of damage. So this guy must have had a much lower leveled Titan because his resistance is much smaller. And his HP pool too. But, you know, I'm working him down. You see this. Even though the damage hit doesn't look like a lot at once, considering how fast you recharge and you fire every 4 or 5 seconds, if you fire this often, you actually drop down the Titan relatively quick. I think maybe a minute or 1.5 minutes of constantly firing at him, and he would be killed. So, yeah, it adds up very quickly, the amount of damage we do with this quick fire recharge. Boom. He's still there. This Arthur constantly gets one to the face from me here. Alright, here's an Ao Chun, Ao Ming, and triple damage. Boom! Yep, that was a little voice crack right there. You heard it. You heard it here. Voice crack, sponsored by Manni. Alright. So, match is over. Let's see how much we've done. This is the end of the video. 2.8 million damage. Again, we have done nothing but this one setup. We haven't run anything else in the match. And we by far did the highest amount of damage. So, and this is not really a meta weapon, right? This is a setup that you want to play if you want to have some long-range fun. And somehow you can end up being first with this, no problem, right? Overall, again, I would still prefer Volt, Gauss, and Weber. because resistance breaking is a very important ability against blitz robots. There are so many blitz robots in the game. Against scorpions, falcons, and you know, all this kind of stuff. Fenrirs and whatnot, all the things. And titans. Titans. Oh, everyone has one, right? So you need something that breaks resistance, and this is where Webervolt and Gauss is going to be much more useful. But on real dedicated sniping maps like Springfield, Yamantau Canyon, the 1,100 meter range is going to allow you to do so well. So yeah, that's it, ladies and gents. Thank you for watching. Check out the second YouTube channel, Good Mood Gaming. Would be awesome if you could spend a few minutes and check it out. I'm sure there's something for you in there because I've made entire video playlists. I played most games till the end. So click on the playlist tab, and then you see all the lists, and then select something you might be interested in, and there's a full playthrough waiting for you. So yeah, until then, Manni signing off. Bye-bye.